Witness may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mere words could never describe what a terrible tragedy it is when a mother's baby is snatched from her arms, never again to feel the warmth and passion of a mother's love. And he stole my beloved son from me. It was as though he cut my very heart right out of my body.
Order. Witness will refrain from emotional cliches.
I object, Your Honor. I did not take her son. She abandoned him. As always, she thought only of her own comfort. To hell with her son.
I loved him like a mother.
I was the one who cared about him and for him. I raised him. I gave him the best of everything.
Which was none too good. Self-serving, miserable son of...
Order in the court. If there are any more emotional outbursts, I will clear the courtroom. You may proceed.
I love you, Mason. And I need you so much right now.
I know you have always felt that I withheld my love from you. I always loved you. If I was hard on you, it was because I loved you. And that you have to believe.
No. Believe me. Believe me.
Order. Believe me.
Order. 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 Stop it!
What's wrong?
Nothing, just a bad dream.
Mason, there's something wrong. I want you to tell me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's time to tell you.
Oh, come on. Just get a hold of yourself. Stupid thing's not gonna bite you. Dear God, what am I saying? Acting like some silly idiot. This is some grown woman.
СиСи, you don't know how much I'm looking forward to this. Shall we meet at your place or mine?
Well, a little problem has come up. I'm going to need another 24 hours to transfer the funds from an offshore account.
No. You're not going to do that to me. Why should I even consider giving you more time?
Because you don't have any choice.
All right. All right. You got 6 more hours and not a second more.
Did he buy it? No, but he gave me 6 more hours. You think that's enough time for you to do what you have to do?
Well, I guess it'll have to be enough.
Daddy, Cruz, what are you doing?
Hi. Oh, sweetheart. Cruz, would you do me a favor? Excuse Eden and I for a little while.
I'll be in my office.
What is it, Daddy?
Well, darling, I have been living a lie for a very long time. And I think it's time I told you the truth.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming.
Yeah, well, I've had kind of a hectic day.
Oh, that's a good sign. Either you were busy raising money for me, or the Lair was busy making money for you. In either case, it's good news for me.
Well, as good as could be expected considering the circumstances, yeah.
TJ, I know all about the circumstances. We've been all over them.
And I can't change the facts, Olivia.
Well, how much did you get me?
$500.
$500.
Look, it's the best I could do.
TJ, I don't think you understand. I want to save my house, not throw a party. This is ridiculous.
What do you want me to do, rob a bank?
No. I want you to give me back the money you owed me. And believe me, this wouldn't even pay the interest.
I already told you this. The money is tied up in the lair, and I can't float a loan on the place.
Well, why don't you float it the same way you got it?
Well, why don't you chill on that idea?
Oh, don't go holy on me, TJ. It doesn't work, and it doesn't become you. At least when you were with me, you told the truth. We knew what the score was and what game we were playing.
Yeah. Well, that's ancient history.
History has a funny way of repeating itself. Now, I know somebody's keeping you, TJ.
That's a lie. I earn my own living now, okay?
Yes, I would be sure she would be just as happy to pay for your services as I was. Come on, TJ, I know you so well. Get the money from her.
I'm not gonna do that to her.
Why? What's different about this one?
Because I care about her.
Well, then I just suggest you get the money from someone else. Not some token charity. I'm talking survival. I need real money. Don't insult me again.
Did she find what she was looking for?
Well, she pulled a gunny sack out of the ground.
Could you see what was in it?
No, I couldn't, but whatever it was, it spooked her. And then she stumbled and made her way back to her car and drove off.
And where'd she go from there?
Home. Took the sack inside. And the only thing she did after that was go visit her son.
Huh. Which one?
Jeffrey. Can you make anything out of this?
Maybe. Oh, man.
Hey, you gotta tell me what's going on here?
Oh, I can't. Except that I think it has to do with Hal Clark's disappearance, obviously.
How?
I don't know. We need to get our eyes on what's in that sack, man. Can you get it?
Well, it's in the house with her. Can you get her out of there?
I think I might be able to do that. If I can you break in maybe and bring the thing back over here, or say if I give you half an hour?
Yeah, I think so. You know, we're talking breaking and entering here, though. Is this important?
It's real important, or I wouldn't ask you to take the risk.
You're not doing this anymore because Scott hired you, are you?
No.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Kane. Thanks.
Well, that's why you pay me the big bucks.
So, now my mother and father have both come to me asking for help. But what each of them really wants is for me to help them destroy the other.
I'm sorry.
It's funny. I spent my entire life trying to get their attention. I would have been happy if they'd just noticed me. I've been reconstructing certain events in my life.
Like what?
Old birthdays come to mind. I used to come down early in the morning, sit by the phone waiting for my mother to call. I remember my 7th birthday in particular. My father, in his inimitable way, had scheduled the usual capital extravaganza. All the kids from school, from the neighborhood. There was a clown, pony rides. I couldn't enjoy any of it because I was still waiting for my mother to call. I waited for a long time after the other kids had left. She missed a lot of birthdays over the years, but that one was the first. I think that's why I remember it the most.
I hate that they hurt you so much.
Actually, Dad was okay. He saw how disappointed I was, and in his own clumsy way, he tried to make it better.
I know you have problems with your father, but I never doubted for a moment that he loves you.
Maybe not. He sure expected a lot of me, though. He used to brag to his cronies that I was his little scholar. Fortunately, for me, I never had much trouble pulling down straight A's. At least not until I hit 9th grade.
I can imagine you having trouble in school.
You'd be able to talk your way out of any situation.
Well, yeah, I usually was. But then I hit algebra. And for some reason, I wasn't able to talk my way out of equations. I found that eloquence didn't help with all those little X's and Y's. But I finally did it. I managed to pull an A out of that class, so I was very proud of it. And I waited for my father to come home that day so I could show him my report card. Do you know what he said? He said, of course you got straight A's, Mason. You're my son. You're a Capwell.
You know, in a strange way, he probably meant it as a compliment.
Yeah. It sure didn't feel that way at the time. So what do I do now?
You're being forced to take sides. And maybe in this particular case, you should just stay out of it.
How can I stay out of it? My mother says the man who raised me is a murderer. My father says she's lying. And I don't know which one to believe.
Sorry, I won't get it.
No. I'm gonna do it.
Hello.
Hey, I'm glad I caught you, pal. I need a favor.
Okay, what is it?
I need you to get Pamela Conrad out of her house for a couple of hours. Think you can do that?
Cruz, there's something that you need to know. СиСи came to see Meyson.
I know about that. Listen, I wouldn't ask this if it weren't really important.
Okay, let me see what I can do.
Where do I begin?
Just don't lie to me, Daddy. Whatever it is, it can't be worse than what I've imagined.
A long time ago. A very stupid mistake. Before you were born. Never wanted to hurt anyone. Just wanted to protect the family.
Was it us that you wanted to protect? Or was it Pamela?
Pamela, no, nothing. No, not at all.
You know, all this time, knowing what I know, I kept saying that it was Pamela. You know, that it didn't make any sense. I didn't want to think that maybe you were lying to me. I didn't want to accept the fact that I knew that you were lying to me. I wanted to say that it was Pamela, that you were protecting her, that she had done all the things that you had been accused of. But then she moved out of the house, and I didn't know what to think. And so I kept thinking about you, and what I knew about you. And I knew you couldn't kill anybody. You could do a lot of things in your life, but you could never kill anybody. And you didn't, did you? You didn't kill Hal Clark.
I was responsible for his death. Baby, you have to believe me. It was an accident. A terrible, awful accident. I was jealous and angry and foolish, maybe, but I never meant to hurt anybody. And I should have come forward. We both should have, but I couldn't do it. I was worried about the family. I was the capital name and everything. I wanted to protect everything, so we didn't, and it was a grotesque mistake. That has just about taken everything away from me. But that's the truth, baby. The whole truth. And now, Pamela has gone to Timmons and signed a statement saying that I killed Hal Clark in cold blood.
Why would she do that?
I told her to leave. I told her to get out of the house. And what Pamela doesn't get, Pamela destroys. Timmons is blackmailing me. And Pamela's in on it, I'm sure.
Well, what are you going to do?
Cruz has an idea about something. I'm just not sure that it's...
Wait a second.
Cruz knows about this and he didn't say anything
Well, honey,
to me.
wait. I asked him not to say anything to you. I've been lying to you so long, I wanted to be able to tell you the truth when I saw you.
But you didn't.
I was afraid to because of that look on your face right now. I was ashamed of myself. I was afraid of what you'd think. I was afraid maybe that you wouldn't love your father anymore.
I believe you. And you know more than anything in the world, no matter what you did, I could never stop loving you.
So I asked this doctor if she could use the hypnosis on me so that maybe I could remember something about the night that my uncle disappeared.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah. I was there. I was there the night that my Uncle Hal disappeared.
Okay, this could be the break we've been looking for, man.
No. I was there, but we weren't able to establish whether I saw anything or not.
Did you try?
We tried. I remember the car accident. I remember the storm, but Heather, she kept trying to dig deeper, but it was no use. All that we could come up with was the fact that my Uncle Hal went into the boathouse and that I followed him in there.
Okay, is that it? Just that one session? That all you're gonna do?
I haven't been able to think about anything ever since. I have been racking my brain about this thing and nothing.
Okay, that's okay. Maybe if I come up with something visual.
Like what? The boathouse didn't work.
Take a look at this.
My Uncle Hal and Pamela Conrad.
Except it was Capwell back then, and this was just before it happened. Now study it for a second. Concentrate on that. Anything about that picture ring a bell? Was she there? Did you see Pamela that night?
I don't know. I don't know.
Damn it, man. What the hell are we gonna do? We're running out of time, you know? Look, I'm sorry, I'm not putting this on you, but there's got to be some way of getting you to remember what happened that night. There's got to be some way.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm certain Mason was only too happy to avoid having dinner with me.
Oh, that's not true at all. Besides, I thought it was a good idea that you and I get to know each other better. To tell you all about Samantha, and I think it's very important that Samantha gets to know her two grandparents.
Well, then, dear, you have a very difficult task ahead of you. Unless you plan to invite us for alternate holidays. СиСи and I just had a very serious rift, you know.
Really? What happened?
He humiliated me, something terrible. It was just devastating. Devastating.
Oh, I'm sure that it was.
Oddly enough, I think only another woman would understand what I've gone through. I am glad we're having this little chat, Julia. Because I was hoping I could depend on your support, especially where Mason's concerned.
What do you mean by Mason, as far as Mason is concerned?
I need him. I was thinking your influence could, you know, convince him how much I need his help right now.
Well, you know, Mason, he doesn't like to be influenced by anyone. He likes to make his own decisions.
Are you telling me you're going to side with СиСи?
No, I just don't think it's a good idea to take sides. You know, it's best to stay out of the middle in marital relations.
I thought you asked me here because you wanted to be my friend. And I can see you had no intention of that at all.
But I did.
Well, just forgive my suspicions. But your reasons are awfully thinly disguised.
What do you mean? I think we should talk some more.
My dear, I really don't know what little game you're playing, but you can leave me out of it.
Pamela? Pamela?
buying?
Hey, don't I always?
No. Boilermaker, Frank. Ooh-wee. What do we got here? How much?
$5 grand.
$5,000. That's nice. You want me to bet some ponies for you? Got some good tips at the Big H.
Yeah, right. You still fooling around with those guys in Miami?
Come through. Why? You got better?
Yep. I've been keeping my eye on this fighter for the past month. This guy's making it big on a comeback trail.
They all do.
No, this guy's going to the top.
If you say so.
I say so.
So, what's this guy's name? This comeback kid?
What difference does it make?
Hey, it's your money. I'm just trying to help you out here. Watch out for you.
Guy's name is Ramos Belita. Guy's on a roll. Very hot. You can take my word for it.
Your word and your money.
Hey, Carla. Do me a favor, huh? You've never had a positive bone in your body, so why don't we just do away with all this negative stuff? This guy's going to be the next champ.
To his next embolism.
That's very cute. Very cute. Just bet the 5,000 to win, okay?
To win, huh? You really believe in this guy, right?
What does it look like?
Like you're desperate. You don't usually go for broke.
Look, just put your fastest man on this, man. I gotta have that 5,000 back in the till early Monday morning.
Okay, okay. Bolito it is. TJ, how do you know this guy's gonna win?
He's got to, man.
Be still. I know it's not Sesame Street, but the classics are very important. Oliver Twist is one of the best. But you want to hear about happy people, don't you? Okay. So do I. No more sad songs for us, huh? And, you know, you're never going to have to worry about which one of us loves you most. Because we both love you more than anything in the world. And I promise you, no matter where I am, I will always call you on your birthday.
Make me smile again. Mr. Timmons, your time is up. I don't like to be played with.
What do you want from me, blood?
I want my money. And no more pussyfooting around and no more delays. Just give me my cut.
Dear, there is no cut. I gave СиСи 6 more hours.
Why? He's stalling you. You are a bigger fool than I thought. СиСi can get any amount of money he wants, any time of day or night, and you know that as well as I do.
Well, he may not have come up with the money, but then you have not come up with the skull.
Oh, I will. Rest assured. Just as soon as I see the color of your money.
Well, my money's still green. You know, a thought occurs to me here. You seem to be a very over-anxious lady.
Yes, well, maybe my patience is running a little thin.
The thought occurs to me that you may not have this much-needed piece of evidence.
Don't you worry. That skull is perfectly safe and sound.
So you say, but I only have your word for it.
Yes, just as I only have your word that you're going to share the profits with me. It looks like you and I are just going to have to trust each other, aren't we, Keith?
Now, that's a frightening prospect, isn't it, Pamela?
Do you think you're really going to be able to help my father?
I'm going to do everything in my power, baby.
I know that.
I do have some encouraging news. Scott Clark stopped by, and he's been through hypnosis.
Hypnosis? Why?
Well, we thought it might help jog his memory, so another resident at the hospital used it on him in hopes that it might.
Well, that's wonderful. Did it work?
Not as well as we'd wish, but he did recall that he had been at the boathouse the night Hal disappeared.
Oh, anything else?
That's about it for now, but we're going to go back out there again tonight with the doctor and see if we can't unlock a few more doors.
Oh, Cruz, if Scott could prove that Daddy didn't kill Hal Clark in cold blood like Pamela says, the DA doesn't even have a case.
I know. We're... Last resort.
It's Julia, Cruz.
How are things going?
I'm afraid they've already gone.
What does that mean?
I'm sorry, but Pamela left before we could even have dinner. I've tried my best, but she felt that something was fishy, and she just up and lit out of here before I could stop her.
Oh, hell.
Someone here. Of course, there's no one here. Just my nerves. Silly nerves. Damn that key! Damn these! Damn all of them!
I can't stay long, but I wanted to see you. Have you talked to Dad?
Oh, yeah. Dear old Dad has confessed all. Probably wouldn't have confided in me if he hadn't needed me.
Oh, come on, Mason. Why do you always have to think the worst?
Experience, I guess. I also heard from dear old Mom had the great good fortune of hearing her side of the story, which also has its points.
Well, you don't believe her, do you?
I know, Eden, that our father is certainly capable of a crime of passion. I also know that my mother feels so betrayed by him that she, too, is capable of any number of desperate acts.
Mason, her actions cannot be explained.
Yeah, don't you think you're a little prejudiced? I mean, you're protecting your father, Eden. How would you feel if you had to choose between your father and Sophia?
Mason, I know that this is hurting you, but he is your father, too. He raised you for over 30 years. Your mother left you when you were 5 years old. Did you look at Daddy in his eyes when he told you about what happened that night?
Yes, I did.
This is a man who isn't lying. This is a man who made a terrible mistake 25 years ago. A man who's been living with it ever since.
I know what you're trying to say.
Mason, I know you're hurting inside. But he's not lying. I think it's about time you choose which family you're in.
You know, I really don't have to explain my change of heart, СиСи. I just don't feel like being Mr. Nice Guy anymore. I want the $1 million now.
Well, the answer remains the same. It's impossible.
That is not framed as a question. It was a demand for services rendered, or should I say not rendered?
Well, the money's in here. And it won't be here until tomorrow.
You can get the money anytime you want. Don't give me that hogwash about offshore banks. I wasn't born yesterday.
No, you weren't, and you should know that the candy stores are closed by now. Don't you know that? Why, they'll be open up in the morning. You can't spend the money until the morning.
Not your problem. I'll open the stores up when I want to.
Why don't you grow up? Grow up and take your greed and your avarice and take it back to Gina and roll around in the mud or whatever the hell you two do in your spare time.
That's awfully high and mighty from a murderer.
Do you know how much I loathe you?
You know, that always hurts me when you say that. I thought we were pals.
Why don't you get out?
The money.
Not one red cent. When I have it, you'll have it.
You're not trying to pull something, are you? You and Castillo.
A little paranoia, do you have? Why don't you take that with you when you leave?
I would strongly urge you not to try pulling anything.
Do you think I would ever do anything like that to you? Any more than I would think that you would do it to me, Mr. District Attorney?
So, you sure you want to go through with this?
Yes. I gotta know.
If you're not ready, Scott, we can postpone it.
No. I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. I want you to know that if any of the memories become too painful for you, I'll bring you out right away.
How will you know?
Trust me, I'll know. I won't let anything bad happen. Okay, I know you're trying to help these people, but you're still my first concern. Okay? Why don't we, sit down or walk around a little bit, get the feel of the place?
No, I already have a good feel of the place. Let's just get on with it, okay?
Okay. I feel like you're up to it.
No, I have to get to the bottom of this, Heather. I admit this place scares the hell out of me. And I'm scared to death to think of what I might remember, but I am even more frightened to know that there are such crucial memories locked up inside of my mind. So whatever they are, it's time to face them. And deal with them right now.
I don't know, what do you think? Maybe that's a bullet wound here, huh? It's awful clean. But it's right where Pamela said it would be. Terrific. You did good, man. I was really worried when Julia called and said that Pamela got out of the restaurant.
You were worried. She walked right in the middle of the job. But you got your skull, so I hope it helps.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it will.
Hey, you sure that's Al Clark?
Well, if Pamela's telling the truth, it probably is. We're going to have to check it out, obviously. Listen, I got to get down to the boathouse.
Now?
Would you mind sticking around here and keep an eye on this thing?
I guess I can do that. I got nothing else to do.
Yeah, I figure once we got a hold of it, we damn sure don't want to lose it. I'd appreciate it. Sure, thanks.
Oh, my God. Where is it? I know I put it right there. Where is it? Oh. 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 Oh, Maisie. Oh, darling, I'm so glad to see you. So happy you came. You did come over to help me, didn't you, Mason? Mason, that is why you came over, isn't it?
No, Mother, it's not. I've come to tell you how profoundly disappointed I am in you. I mean, I knew this family was capable of dirty dealing, but I think you've sunk to a new low.
Mason, darling, whatever you heard, they're lies.
How long did you think it would be before I found out what you're trying to do to my father?
Mason, darling, I loved your father more than life itself. I gave everything to him. I would have gone to any lengths to regain his love, Mason. Darling, your father humiliated me. He threw me out of the house. I was hurt. I was so angry. Darling, I just wanted to see him get what was coming to him.
So you framed the man you claim to love for a murder he didn't commit?
I want you to know I really appreciate what you're doing and how difficult this is for you.
We wouldn't ask you to do this, but we really don't have any choice.
I understand. Just try to remember that I can't guarantee anything. I don't know what's locked up inside of my mind.
Yeah, well, we don't need any guarantees, man. At this point in time, anything you can remember is bound to be a help.
What I hope you'll all understand is that we may or may not unlock all of Scott's memories of that night. Okay, I'm telling you this so that there aren't any unrealistic expectations and so that we don't put any unnecessary pressure or stress on Scott. Okay? If you could all just stand back a little bit. Please, thank you. As little noise as possible and no interruptions, please, okay? Thanks. Why don't you sit down? Okay. There, you ready? Okay, just close your eyes. Relax. Okay, remember to concentrate on your breathing. Deep, regular breaths. Deep breaths. Good. Feel all the tension leave your body each time you exhale. Okay. Feel yourself floating. Good. I want to go back to that night at the boathouse, Scott, when you were 5 years old. The night you went looking for your Uncle Hal.
don't understand,
No,
Meissen.
I admit that. I am blinded by the irony, Mother. All those years you were gone, I created this incredible image of you. You were the most loving, caring person on the face of the earth.
Darling, I still do care.
And my father, of course, was the villain. Of course he was. He had abandoned my sainted mother. God, I wish I'd known what you were really like. It would have made such a difference in my life.
But ssisi did abandon us.
Oh, stop it, Mother. Stop the pretense. You abandoned me.
Darling, please, please listen to reason.
I am, for the first time.
Don't leave me, Meissen.
Why not?
Because I need you.
Wrong, Mother. You used me. You lied to me. You wanted to bring my father down, and you were willing to stop at nothing to destroy his family. There is a little something to be said for consistency, though, Mother. You've had one goal your entire life. That's to see my father alone in that mausoleum of a house. Well, your plan kind of backfired, didn't it? Because my father still has the love of his family, Mother. And you, well, you're the one who's going to wind up alone. All alone.
I'm not supposed to leave. Uncle Hal told me to stay in the car. But the thunder and the lightning, I can't stay here. I gotta find my Uncle Hal. I gotta.
Keep breathing, Scott. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Tell me what's happening now.
It's raining really hard, and I see a light in the door. It's the boathouse. He went in the boathouse. I can't stay out here.
Is the door open, Scott?
Uh-huh.
Can you see inside? Where are you now, Scott? Scott, talk to me.
Hiding.
Who are you hiding from?
There's a man. Big man. He's yelling at my uncle, and they're really mad.
Is there anyone else there, Scott?
Huh? A lady. In a big dress. They're fighting. The man, he hit my Uncle Hal. He fell down. He's hurt. He's not getting up.
It's okay, Scott. Scott, you're all right. Take a breath. Tell me what's happening now.
The man, he's touching my Uncle Hal's neck. He's like the doctors do. And the man, the lady, they're talking to each other.
What are they saying, Scott?
They're covering him up. No, they're running away. They're running. No, I gotta help him. Uncle Hal, he's not getting up. Uncle Hal,
Scott, it's
Uncle Hal,
okay.
please get up, Uncle Hal.
Scott, I'm gonna count you back now, okay?
No.
1 deep breath, Scott.
She's coming back. She's coming back. I gotta hide.
What's she doing, Scott?
She's looking for something.
What is it? Can you see what she's looking for?
It's a gun. Uncle Hal, he's awake. He's holding on to her hand. He's trying to grab the gun. She's trying to get her hand away, and she's pushing over, she's pulling away, but he won't let go, and... She shot him. She shot my Uncle Hal. Oh, no. No.
It's all right.
No,
Scott,
no.
listen to my voice.
No. She's leaving him. She's running away. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. She's
my voice.
running away. I'm running. I gotta run. I gotta get away.
3, for be awake.
No.
1, deep breath. Regular breath. Deep breath. That's it. 2. All the fear out as you exhale, Scott. Keep breathing. Good. 3.
She killed him. Pamela Conrad killed my Uncle Hal.
Tonight, a moving tale of the ghetto, the struggle to get out against terrible odds, bad choices. Two brothers who almost made it. I'm Tom Brokaw. Join me on NBC Nightly News.